Before talking about Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It summary, let's first talk about the book's author Kamal Ravikant. Ravikant says that he has been fortunate enough to have some amazing experience in his life by trekking to one of the highest base camps in the Himalayas. He meditated with Tibetan monks in the Dalai Lama's monastery. He earned his U.S. Army infantry patch and also walked 550 miles across Spain, lived in Paris, and he has been the only non-black, non-woman member of the Black Women's Writers Group. He has written a novel and also worked with some of the best people in Silicon Valley. Overview: Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It summary. As all of us understand that the fundamental floor upon which all self-improvement is built and based is referred to as self-love, because at the cease, regardless of which manner you're taking, in case you don't love yourself, you'll for certain sabotage your life at one point, because while character doesn't love themselves, they begin getting into depression and disappointment, and that melancholy turns into the most important cause for his or her lifestyle's destruction. While you don't love yourself, you begin believing which you don't have what you desire because you are not worthy enough, and if you have such questioning, then why would you try and reap something accurate on your life? And this lack of self-love turns into the biggest purpose of your life's failure. On this ebook, writer says that we should love ourselves like our lifestyles relies upon it. We make such a lot of judgment about ourselves. Now and again we make it consciously and we don't even realize that the ones negative judgment approximately ourselves can damage our lives' happiness. Subsequently, in this ebook we'll show you some methods via which you can learn how to love yourself, and author of this ebook also stocks his private reviews. Author says that he had spent a few miserable days of his lifestyles, and those days have been depressing due to his mind. He used to just lie in his mattress, and days used to slip into nights and return to days. He simply never desired to deal. He used to disregard his thoughts' feelings. He used to by no means deal with his emotions' thoughts, emotion. He used to avoid managing his lifestyles. Sooner or later he reached his breaking point. He wasn't capable of take it more. He become finished along with his distress, together with his pain, with his not so cool mindset. For this reason he decided to overcome all this ignorance and unwell behavior. He determined to climb out of his mattress, and he eliminated his diary and wrote in that diary that he vows to himself that from these days onwards he's going to begin loving himself truly and deeply. He promised himself that he loves himself in his moves, thoughts, pics he makes and the stories he could have. Each moment he'll love himself. That written "Be Aware" changed the whole lifestyles of Ravikant. Author has shared 3 practices in his ebook, which helped him to go back to self-love. Permits recognize the one's practices in detail. Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It summary. First practice: mental loop. Author says that we as a human beings assume that we're questioning, however that's not actual. Maximum of the time we're remembering things, we restay reminiscences, we run through acquainted styles and loops in our minds. Author says that we've looped for the whole thing, for fear, for procrastination, for unhappiness, for desires, for goals. Loop is there for everything. The writer here asked us to assume a thought loop as this: think there's a pathway laid down with the aid of the steady use. Like a way or groove, a long slender cut, is performed on a rock by means of water. Enough time, enough depth, and you were given the river. Writer says that if you have an idea in your mind for as soon as, then it won't have a lot energy over you. But if you repeat that identical concept over and over, especially with emotional intensity by way of feeling it, then by this repetition you create the grooves for your intellectual river, then it'll have control over you. Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It summary. Second practice: meditation. Creator says if you don't do anything, so that it will be excellent. However, don't neglect to meditate. Meditation isn't simplest good for your thoughts, however also on your frame. Consequently, usually meditate, if not for hours, then as a minimum for short while. Author also contemplated for 7 minutes. That 7 minutes offers author correct emotions and also motivates him. Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It summary. Third practice: one question. Writer says that it's miles quite clean to tell yourself which you love yourself while you are in one room and recovering from being unwell. However, it will become difficult whilst you walk out the room and face the real dwelling international. it will become more difficult while you engage with other people and when others have their personal troubles and mental loop. Therefore writer says that whilst you address other human beings and with their terrible feelings, ask yourself one question: if I cherished myself so sincerely and deeply, would I permit myself enjoy this? While you ask such question, then answer will for certain come no. This is the end of affection yourself like your existence relies upon on it. Pray see. This ebook consists of a lot more useful understanding associated with loving yourself. With this I will complete my video. Please not forget to subscribe and press bell icon, and also don't forget to like the video. Let's meet in next video. Thank you.